We've got some deer along the road. Mule deer. Looks like $2 in a doe. Today I'm headed from Woodland Park to Deckers for a brief hike. And I noticed the burn scar is pretty bad from the fires from 20 years ago or so. But there's still a lot of beautiful stuff to see. Just happened to come upon a stream alongside the river. I don't know if this is the South Platte or what, because that's what you do run into in Deckers. But I heard the sound and thought I should take a look. Just a little further down the road, there's another pull-off point that shows the backside of those same big rocks. And it takes you close to the stream. So Woodland Park is in Teller County, And we passed that county line and went into Douglas County. And in Douglas County, they don't mess around. $1,000 fine for littering enforced. You can see why. It's a beautiful place. What is that? But that is pretty steep. So are the mountains around here. A little stream or river flipped sides. It's now on the left side of the road. Probably had a tunnel under it that I wasn't aware I went over. This is a nice little turn in for an overlook. The river seems to be diverting two directions, or another one's joining it. I haven't looked at it long enough to figure that one out yet. It's very pretty here. A whole bunch of these white flowers. The bees seem to like them a lot. Here's the burn scars. We've had a bunch of fires in central Colorado. Hayman Fire, Black Forest Fire, Waldo Canyon Fire, and a couple others. This was one of them. Probably the Hayman Fire. Took me about 2 hours to get here from Woodland Park, but that's because I kept stopping to take photos and videos. But I finally got here, and look what I found. That's Decker's right there. Decker's Corner, espresso, food, ice cream. DiscoverDeckers.com. Flies and Lies, cabin rentals, fly shop, rental gear, guide trips. The country store at Decker's Resort, South Platte River Cabins, and Platte Valley Liquors. That's all that's here. And the South Platte River, which I hear in the background. I'm going to see if I can find something else. At the little plaza, they have a restaurant by the U.S. Forest Service. I didn't intend on going fishing today, but it's really nice being next to the running water. This water's got some life in it. It's the South Platte River. Makes me want to go visit the Arkansas River. Cute. Maybe that'll be next. They have these little cabins for rent along the South Platte River. It's nice to come in the sun in the summertime and to chill out in the water. And in the fall with, well, there's not too many aspens around here, but in the fall a lot of people like to come out too. I just saw the most beautiful bird ever. It was yellow and black, and it was just gorgeous. But that's not why I'm here. I just left. Oh, there he is. Up there. See if I can zoom in. Where is he? Well, anyway, back to the reason I was here. across the river there, there's a dirt road that goes from Deckers to the south part of the South Platte, and there's really nice bends for fly fishing there. I like that area a lot. It's pretty, it's scenic. I'm willing to bet many of you will never get to this place, and that this is the last time I come to this place. That was the longest 3 miles in my history, up a mountain and down a mountain, to get to Cheesman Reservoir. The mercury levels are too high to eat the fish, but not too high for people to drink the water, apparently. This is Jefferson County water supply. I saw some big fish, though. You can always do catch and release, I suppose. Yeah. That's about 14, 15 inches. It makes me wonder, though, how does a lake like this get full of mercury? Unless there's some gold mine or something in the vicinity. But even they, I don't think they use mercury, they use cyanide. Kind of depressing to see all these dead trees around. This whole place got burnt out. But it's a very pretty reservoir to hike around because of the mountains. Nice grainy beaches. Picnic view after losing your lunch driving up that mountain. It's one lane in many sections. The road was in good shape, though, I will say that, but there's no guardrail. You can go flying off to your death very easily. But this is a pretty view. Look at that big boulder. Now a whole lot of goes around. There's it's very pretty, isolated, desolate. And scary as hell to get to. So if you're into that kind of thing, Cheesman Reservoir is the place to be. So I talked to an angler who fishes here regularly, and the biggest he's ever caught out of here was a 14-inch smallmouth bass. I've already seen a trout about that size in here just swimming around. But then there's the mercury poisoning thing. I'm not looking forward to going back up that mountain and back down again, but it's the only way out of here. So here's wishing me luck. Lord have mercy. That's what I gotta climb down. I have a heart condition. That wasn't a good idea. That was rather treacherous. I have done one that was more severe than that, and that's Phantom Canyon going up it. The road was better conditioned than that, but there's no guardrail. It's treacherous, especially with just front wheel drive with a 24-year-old Sienna. Not a good idea, but I'm glad I survived it. I'm glad I made it back. It's nice to be back down to 9,000 feet again. Nice, peaceful South Platte River. There's a bunch of guys up there fly fishing. I have not got into fly fishing yet. I don't know that I will. I have respect for the sport though. Time for the afternoon thunderstorm. So I'm going to kick back and relax after that mountain drive and see how the fly fishermen do it. There's the storm over my head. This guy has caught a 2-foot brown trout out of here, about a mile down the river.
Polarized sunglasses, you can see them all. There's about 10.
There's 10 fish in there right now.
10 right there, yeah.
I left my sunglasses in the car. This will lighten things up, maybe. So fly fishing's all about the action, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they don't respond to it in the first few seconds, they don't respond?
Well, give them 15 minutes and they kind of refresh, right? But I just saw him come up and looked at it and then turned away. So he knows that this fly is fake. Now I've got to change my...
Oh, I got you. Smart fish. This thunderstorm up here is making a lot of racket. Do you find they're less hungry in the middle of the afternoon? That storm that was forming over Deckers really blew up and came over Colorado Springs. So it took me about an hour and 40